In this lesson, we will continue writing tests for base select component. Let's describe the second testing scenario, where we're going to check that placeholder text will be visible once we're gonna pass it as a prop. So I'm gonna copy over this statement to render Vue component in the new test. In here, let's also use modifier only temporarily. And the expectation of this test will be pretty simple. We just have to check that rendered markup of the component will contain some placeholder text that we're going to specify. For example, let's declare a variable called placeholder, which is going to store text for this placeholder. And then we're going to pass this constant as a prop called placeholder into this component. So by using such expectation, firstly, we're getting the text content of the rendered component, and then by calling method toContain, we are ensuring that certain piece of text should be present in the rendered text content of the component. And now let's check what the content we're gonna get in the terminal. And indeed, we're only getting placeholder text that we have specified. So let's get back to the test. And now let's also check the whole markup of the component. Let's call method HTML and take a look in the terminal. We're seeing the whole markup of the component, where the placeholder is also included right here. So in this case, to check whether the placeholder text is present in the component, we can use both methods, whether HTML or text. In both cases, test is going to pass. And just because we don't need to render any child components to check placeholder text, we can also go with shallow mount function instead of mount, because we can only render component itself without any of its children. So now that this test is done, let's move on to the next one, where we're going to check that we have an option to pass options for base select component from outside. So basically, if we're gonna pass an array of options in this prop, also called options, we expect to get all those options to be rendered as individual option elements. And every element of this options array should have a proper shape, described by select option type. This is a custom type that is defined inside types.ts module that has two keys, value and a label. So let's get back to the test, and just like with previous two tests, we need the code to mount the component. So I'm gonna copy over this code snippet to mount the component, and then in order to pass array of options, we have to declare it first. In here I'm going to create an array of arbitrary options. But what is more important in here is that every object from this array should have two keys, value and a label. And then we're going to pass this whole array of options further as a prop to base select component, and two other properties can remain with default values. We don't check them in this test. So after rendering the component and passing array of options, we are expecting that the rendered markup of this component is going to contain option element with all those options that we have passed. And indeed, we are seeing the markup where every option element is rendered. Now that we are seeing that they are rendered, now let's write an expectation to check for it. I'm going to call find to find certain element in this component. Specifically, I'm looking for an option element with certain value attribute that is coming from our array options. And this element should exist. So I'm calling method exists, which will return true if it exists. And then let's call it to be and compare this value with true. And this is how we are checking that certain element exists. As we can see, this is working, but we have only checked that the first option exists. What about the rest? So to check the rest, let's better create loop in here by calling method for each on this options array. On every loop iteration, we're going to receive properties of every option object that are value and the label. And then I'm gonna use this value property to look for option element, like so. So everything is working, all three option elements have been found. But additionally, let's also check that every option element contains proper text. I'm gonna duplicate this expectation, and this time let's look for an element with the name select. Let's extract the text of this element and check that this text contains certain label that is coming from our options array, like this. And while we're here, let's also compare the results of calling method HTML on the found select element with the result of calling the method text on that same element, and see the difference in the terminal. As you can see, both chunks of text contain option labels, so we can use either of these methods to check that proper option text is present in the rendered component. I'm gonna go with the text method. Let's remove this console log from here and check one more thing. Let's go back to base select component, and for example, let's try to remove this value attribute. And just because we're using this attribute to look for option element in our test, it is going to fail right now, just like we expect. So that is fine. Let's get back this attribute. And likewise, if we're gonna remove the text of the option element, which the test expects to see, it's going to fail as well. So both things, value attribute as well as option text, should be present in order for test to pass. Alright, lastly, let's remove modifier only from this test and run all the tests in the project. All of them are passing, so we are ready to move on to the next lesson.